Brilliant, there we go. Okay, sorry about the late start. The YouTube seemed to want to mess up there. Welcome all to the Hungarian Grand Prix. A little bit late on the start, sorry you missed qualifying, but the lineup is on your left now. Belgian Grand Prix, yeah. I'm not even with it today. It's a good job you are, Steve. It's because not long racing in Hungary, that's my fault. My bad, it's Belgian Grand Prix. Looks like a one-stopper, softs to mediums or softs to hards. Everyone seems to be on the softs apart from Race to Your Death and Papa G Smurf. As we wait for the start. We'll hop on board with our race start leader, Michael. And it's go. Michael with a good start. Let's try and keep it clean through turn 1. Seems to be relatively clean. Oh, and there's a big crash there. Who was that? It was... Oh, it's the AlphaTauri. It's no brainer. Don't know what happened there. And we've got the two Mercedes out front, followed by Renault, Marquis, Racing Point, the McLaren, Alpha, and we've got a VSC. Michael leading the pack, Tom following behind, Richard in 3rd, Marquis in 4th, Alex in 5th, Durant, sorry if I butchered that, in 6th, Wilmar in 7th, Steve in 8th, Minnie in 9th, and to round out the top 10 is Mikey. And here we go as they come round for their first lap done. Tom may be putting the pressure on Michael if we can get close enough. And as the leaderboard sorts itself out, And the new standings are as follows: Michael, Tom, Steve, Minnie, Mikey, Richard, Marky, and Alex. Oh, Richard's coming under pressure from Marky. Can Marky get the move done? Marky is inching his way closer. As race to your death with a 3-second time penalty. We'll come back to that race in just a second. Oh, and there's a spin. It's Mercedes, it's Tom. That was very unfortunate. He must have touched the curb on the inside. It's happened many times, and it will happen many times after. So it looks like we got Michael out front with a comfortable lead of near enough 2 seconds. They're going to have to work together seriously to catch up with Michael. As Michael puts in a new fastest lap. Oh, and a nice move from Marky. But Richard, oh no, Richard doesn't have the speed to get back at him. Right, these two are going to have to start working together to get back up there. As we move back further down the grid. Relatively close between the 4th place car all the way down to 10th place. Seems to be a little mid-pack battle going on there. We'll keep you updated on that. As we move further down the grid, we have the Renault and Alfa Romeo going at it for 11th place. Everything seems to be reasonably clean up until this point. Let's see if we can see some nice overtaking from this Alfa Romeo and this McLaren here. Oh, as we have a yellow flag, I believe. Yep, but the McLaren of Steve has spun. No safety car as of yet. And Michael is pulling away with this lead right now. 3-second gap on them. These two are seriously going to have to start working together with the slipstream and ERS to get back up there to the race leader. As we move further down the grid. McLaren and Alfa are still going at it. Is he going to get the move done? Is he going to have the legs on him? He's got the inside line. And he's got it clean enough, but oh, McLaren's fighting back. He's got it. Very nice move there from Wilmar. Very clean. Good racing from both drivers there. Michael is still pulling away with this lead. He is now in a 4-second gap. As he sets purple sector. Is this a new fastest lap? Looking at it now, 1:29 currently. Is this going to be a new fastest? No, he's just off by a... Just a... Oh, have we got a spin? No, there's a good battle going on here for 4th place. That should be a good one as we come in. Oh, the Alpha goes wide and almost loses 2 places. Does he lose 2 places? He's not quite lost both places. And Michael's out. What's up? Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it, and that is such a shame. He was 4 seconds up. But this does mean the pack is going to be a lot closer now for 1st and 2nd. With Marky in 2nd now, with Richard moving up for the race lead. Oh, and we've got Phil with another 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane. It's not his race by the looks of it today. And it looks like Paul's serving his 5-second time penalty as well. It is not these guys' day today. And we've got Paul with a 5-second time penalty for crossing the pit lane while exiting. He's going to have to serve that after this safety car. But at least he can get back onto the back of the pack and he's not going to be overlapped. He can get back on the pack and possibly get his head down and maybe get some positions back, as we've got Papa G Smurf, Race to Your Death, Steve and Tom, along with Danu, all going on. Well, they were all on. Well, Danu was on the hards before. The others have gone on to the hards, presumably to go to the very last lap. Let's see what the leaders do. What tire selection are they going with? They're going for hards. It looks like everyone may go for the hard strategy. It is looking this way. On the racing point of being held up by his teammate. Oh, that's not good. That's not good for the team. Looks like they both had to serve penalties anyway. So it's nothing too bad. As the Alpha has a time penalty, I did not see that. And a new wing replacement for it. So as things stand for the safety car, it's Richard in 1st, Marky 2nd, Danu in 3rd, Sharant in 4th, we got Tom in 5th, Wilmar in 6th, Minnie in 7th, Alex is 8th, Steve 9th, and Mikey rounds out your top 10. In 11th we have Recon, 12th Papa G Smurf, 13th Paul, and 14th Race to Your Death, who has gone for a medium strategy. I don't know if he's going to make these go to the end, but it's an interesting strategy. We shall have to keep an eye on that one. So on the restart, they might be ones to watch, with the two mediums, Paul and Race, as they catch back up to the back of the grid, as we have someone leave the session. So we've only had 4 drivers out. Don't know what happened to the first 2 that went out. Michael with the crash, that was very unfortunate. And No Brainer with a crash on the first lap. Let's have a look at our fastest laps while we have a chance. Michael F1 still setting fastest lap. If he can keep that, he can still get a point out of this race. With a 1:46.9. Closest to that is going to be the 1:47.7. Still having to... That's going to be a lot of time to be made up to get that fastest lap, as Tom gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. I don't know what happened there. Let's see if the grid has fully caught up yet. It seems that we are all caught up, so the safety car, I'm assuming, should be in this lap. Let's still have a look at our interviews. Interval. Sorry. Everyone doing one stop apart from Paul and Race to Your Death, who is on a 2-stopper and 3 stops already. Danny with a 13 places made from the start of this race. Very impressive from him. Recon Boy with 7 places made up. And also Shirian with 6 places made up. They could do more in this. Let's see if they can do more. Let's see if this safety car is going to go in first of all. My race prediction would have been Michael winning this race, but with him being out, I have to go with Richard or Marky. Both of them setting fast lap times, but now with them having the pack on them, I don't know. It's going to be a close one. And the safety car is in this lap as Richard sets the pace for the restart. And that's a time penalty, 5 seconds for a collision. Waiting for this restart from Richard. How far can he get from this pack? Can Marky keep him in track? Still holding the pack. I reckon he might go after the corners here. Yep, and he's gone. Marky not getting such a good start on him there. He's already a second down. As we have a yellow flag. Who was it? Oh, it was Steve. Steve must have spun on the restart. We didn't quite get to see it. As we have a few more warnings for 3-second time penalties. And Richard with an amazing start there. He is already so far 2 seconds ahead of this pack. Can he keep that lead? Or is Marky going to be able to pull him back in? With 2 seconds, and it's going to be hard for Marky to pull this back in, but he's got every chance to do it. As we have a battle for 4th, and Red Bull going for the dive, is he? Oh, he's still got him. Not quite from Mini. Almost able to pull it off there. As we have a yellow flag again. What is going on this time? I can only assume someone has spun. This is bad news for Richard now. His gap has been absolutely destroyed by this safety car. So it's going to be safety car conditions. We'll see if they come in for a different pit strategy or whether they're going to stick with their hard tyres. Oh, as we've got Papa G Smurf coming in. This could be a very good or very bad pit stop strategy from him. We shall have a look what he does. Interesting, yeah. He's going for the mediums. We'll see if he tries to take these all the way to the end. If he does, this might be a good strategy for him. He could get some places up here. As we've got Phil and Paul still on the mediums as well. So Papa G Smurf is going to have the fresher tyres. We can see if he can get a good start up on Race to Your Death and Paul to get some better positions for himself. Now the question is, what is the rest of the field going to do here? They can either come in for their mediums or they can stay out on the hards. It's very unknown what people are going to do here. So we'll see what the race leaders are gonna do here. Are they gonna stay out or are they gonna come in? And looks like they're all staying out on their hard tyres. Yeah, it looks like they're all going to run it to the end. As Race to Your Death has come into the pits and he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane. This has not been his race today. As Paul has got a 5-second time penalty for having a collision with Recon Boy. Markey with a 5-second penalty for a collision with Richard. Well, didn't see what happened there, but I'm sure there will be a report on it later. Now hopefully the safety car will be coming in and we'll see if Richard can get that jump start on Markey once again, or whether Markey's going to be expecting it this time. We'll just see if we can get a word with Michael if we can. Michael, are you there? Michael? He may have me muted or he may not be there. As we get ready to go racing again here at lap 10 in Belgium. Now, is Marky going to be expecting this restart? He is, but Richard's still getting a very good restart. As the Mercedes seem to have gone wide there, and as we have a battle for 7th. And Richard has gone. He's... Oh no, the corner has claimed its second car. Now, is this going to be another safety car incident? Just yellow flags. Looks like we're going to continue racing. No, it looks like we're going to continue racing as Wilmar is now out. Oh, this is not good. We have 12 drivers remaining out of the 18 that started this race. And that's a safety car. Another safety car. There has been loads. There's been 3 safety cars. This isn't the best race. But this will bunch the pack up yet again. As I will try to get Michael on the line. Looks like people are starting to change their strategies up. They're going for mediums. Now, Danu and Mikey, this may work for them. With... Oh, and Papa G Smurf, 5-second time penalty. This is not gone good for some people today. Now, the question is, the leaders are going to stay out on their hards, but is that strategy going to pay off for them, or is this medium strategy going to be the better option? Mediums, you're going to get a bit of a faster pace, a bit more grip around the corners, but with them still being slightly cold, it's going to be a hard one to say. that you, Michael?
Yeah, James?
Ah, Michael, nice of you to finally join us. What happened? You were 4 seconds ahead, and you, I'm assuming, hit the curb and spun out?
Yeah, just going up the hill. I don't know why the car just went. Didn't really put any pressure on me. I was just trying to build up a little gap and just nurse the car
Yeah,
to
you were
first,
4
ran a pit
seconds
stop.
ahead. You were clear of the pack. You had a command and lead. You could have seen this out to the end, possibly. But your car just didn't want to.
Yeah,
Didn't have it.
yeah, just going up it was it caught me out because I took the hill as straight as I possibly could, and suddenly the back end just went and I couldn't stop it going into the wall.
Wow, it's not the best of races for you today, is it?
Yeah, it hasn't been for a few weeks, mate, but yeah, it happens to me. Get good
Well, I
at
could always use
qualifying
you
and
for a
then it just,
co-commentator if you're still wanting to join me.
you know what, why not? But I'll probably have to get an invite.
Let's see if I can invite you here. Of course I can. Let's get you in and we can have a little co-commentary, because why not? Get you a bit of experience in the commentary box. Ah, that's fine, they can still hear
I've
you.
muted them, but yeah.
That's fine. We're not too worried about them. As long as I can't hear them, I'm not too worried.
Well, I'm glad you have muted them because I'm not picking names, but one of the drivers is really, let's say, Lily Brooker's controller. That's all I'm saying.
Right. That's fine with me. Right. Any predictions for this race win?
Let me have a look and see. I think Marky could be in it.
Oh,
Right,
Mark
I'm
is
in it now.
definitely a contender. Him and Richard were fighting for the race lead, and then Richard lost it in exactly the same corner you did.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, but
Oh no, it's claimed two cars
I'm the
today.
one that dropped the biggest straw because obviously I was
Oh,
leading.
obviously, yeah. 4 seconds ahead of the
Yep,
pack. Yeah, that could have been your race win right there.
yep. Just what a way to carry on my DNF streak.
Just got to
Right,
keep this losing streak on a hold and try and get that one win in.
I mean there's got to be some sort of achievement. But anyway, this is the start of the
Oh,
reset I'm getting, and I'm guessing it is because Mark has just delayed everyone, and he's got
yep,
away quite well.
he has indeed.
Got a bit of front wing flying across. Don't know what's happening there.
Oh, that looks to be Minnie and possibly Tom, who are having a nice little battle for third
Yep,
here.
Tom's already got past in the third already, which he's going to be a good shout for the race as well.
He could be a good shout if he can close that gap. He needs to close that gap.
Yeah, the Red Bull's going to have a run it back at him again. Here he comes. He's going defensive.
Oh, this might be a late dive bomb from the... Oh, he's kept it back.
That was
He's kept
sensible. He
it
backed
back.
out. Tyres are still pretty cold at this point, especially after the restart.
Well, they may be, unless they've kept him nice and warm. But it's pretty hard on the hard tyres there. Now, I
Yep.
don't know if you noticed, but we got Danu in the Renault back in 7th with a new set of mediums, and Mikey in the Racing Point with a new set of mediums. Do you reckon they're going to take them to the end?
Well, Mikey's just got past the Alfa Romeo quite aggressive there, and he's catching up with the Red Bull. Paul's got.
Oh, we've
Yep.
had a spin. It's the Red Bull of Mini.
Oh, and he was up there as well.
He was up in 3rd, I believe.
I think he was as well. Has he got damage?
No,
No, he hasn't got damage, so he must have just lost it at.
He lost it back at the... shit, I don't know whether it was.
I don't know, but it's a safety car again though, so something.
This is not
Most
good
of
for
them will.
Marky because Marky got a good start. Now the question is, do you reckon they're going to come in for mediums now?
You can definitely make it to the end on mediums at
You
this point.
definitely could.
So that is a big shout, but that means you have to let everyone pass that's going to stay out. Yes, there's going to be one of these tracks you can overtake, and that's what
One of the
Papa
racing
Smurf's
points, I
going to
believe,
do.
has just gone in. No, it's the Haas of Papa G Smurf.
Yeah, he's just took
He's
out the
he's
50.
taking the
Yeah,
he's taking the speed limit with him.
yeah, and Mini's come in as well to recover,
Yeah, he's
and he's gone on the
probably
medium
replaced
tyres
his
as well.
wing. Yep. And his race to your death is still at really far back at the back of the pack.
Well, he could get Mini. No, he
I
won't get
think
Mini, but
Minnie's
he
just gonna come
gets.
out in front. Yep.
But Papa G Smurf is on the softs.
There's Mikey on the sauce as well. Do you reckon they're going for the fastest lap now, or do you reckon they're going to try and make positions up and then go for another set of softs?
Well, it was a bit risky for Mickey's point of view because he is one of the midfield runners, and for him going, I'm not too sure. Especially if he knows he's going to get past these back markers, but he's got Mini to contend with as well, who's down there with him.
And Minnie is on a new set of mediums as well. So
But
that's
who
going
would
to be
you
a tough
rather
battle.
be in this pack? The highest medium run it is Danyu in the Renault in 5th place.
Yeah, so we've also got Tom in third now. He's quite a fast runner when he wants to be.
Yep, he's recovered well. Started P2 on the grid. And Mickey's
He had that
retired. What's happened here?
Oh, he has indeed. As you reckon he's just given up? Because he's still at the back of
No,
back.
I don't see why he could just put on the soft tyres and then suddenly just giving up halfway through the lap. I don't know why, but it looks like we're going to have another 2 laps of the safety car around this long circuit. I mean, I'm looking at the laps.
You are breaking up a little bit there. But I'll have a look at the fastest lap for you. You are still the fastest lap holder. The closest
I'm still the fastest lap holder.
You are. You are indeed.
You
are a
that's even worse, I think.
146.9 and the closest lap to you is a 147.7.
Can I remind you that was on the first flying lap I'd done, I believe. And that doesn't make sense, and that just makes it even worse for me.
As we have a little squabble
I'll be
going on in
if
chat
gets
here. We've got a little squabble between Steve and Richard in chat here. Steve complaining that Richard held him up under the safety car. Steve complaining that Richard held him up in the safety car. But the Richard saying, hey, listen, I'm doing what I want when I'm in first.
well, yeah, good point. Like,
it's a good point. He can hold that pack if he wants to hold that pack.
No, he's got a point. If you're the leading car in the safety car, then you do control the pace. As long as you don't double on the
as long as you don't go right down, really like back it off. You know, he is still first. He has the right.
Yeah,
no, go ahead.
Who's that? Who's saying that? Richard.
Richard was in first, and Stevie's having a bit of banter with him.
Well, as long as Richard was keeping a minimum speed across that final sector, then that's fine. If anyone behind accelerate, and that's pretty much your own fault.
Yep, I agree with that one.
If Richard stayed, if Richard just stood on his accelerating about minimum speed, then that's totally fine.
How many laps have we had under safety car? I think someone said in chat we had about 10 laps under safety car already.
It's more likely that a safety car race than a Grand Prix race by the looks of it.
I do agree with that one, as Danu gets a 5-second time penalty with a collision with Paul.
There's been a lot. Well, in the previous chat I was in, there's been a lot of collisions under the safety car, which I don't understand why. Because it's a safety car, and you don't have to be so close to each other, especially when it's on this circuit alone. When it's just a long lap, and there's no reason to go side by side or even try and attempt to overtake.
It doesn't make much sense to me either.
Car line.
And as we are gonna get back underway of racing, I'm back on board with Marky to see this restart.
Yep, as now Race to Your Death has caught up to the pack.
Oh, he's fine. Yep, he has fully caught up to this pack, but can he get some overtakes in? He really does need to get overtakes in. He is one away from points.
Brilliant restart with McLaren struggling behind, with Tom right behind him as well.
Tom could be in a shout in the straight if...
Yep,
Tom can stay in the back.
Stable. Everyone's been tidy, going down the hill. Mini's got a run though on the Alfa Romeo. Nice and calm, bit dirty, but it's fine. He should have a good run now.
As Race to Your Death has just came out of the pits, what is going on? What is going on there?
Must be some literally mechanical issues, or
well, it is a Williams.
Yeah,
it's in its home place.
Yeah,
with no other cars behind it.
Get past the Alfa Romeo in every corner possible.
This Alpha, if he can't get past it, it's going to hold him up too much, and he's not going to get much more points out of this. He's going for the outside,
and he's left the room.
He's going. He's got it. It's a very nice move from Mini there.
Yeah, and now his best teammate Paul's got mystery balls. He should really let him through. I think if he's got the. He's got more tire deck.
This is the thing: is Paul gonna be the team player or not? This is what it's gonna come down to. If Mini can get up to him, is Paul gonna let him past to get more points for the Constructors' Championship?
Yeah,
because that's what it's gonna come down to.
Yeah, if it's like a normal lobby, I understand.
Yeah, he's letting pass.
Let him through. What good sportsmanship Paul was. So let's see if it could be a big team player.
Just gonna have a look at the stops here that people have done. We've got Race to Your Death with 6 stops. He's done 6 pit stops this race.
I don't think he's going to do a Jensen Button, no.
I don't think so either.
No.
He is now currently 14 seconds behind.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're looking at the top 5 here. They're all in a second at each other.
I am seeing that. We've got Mikey with 3 stops, along with Papa G Smurf with the 3 stopper. And we got Paul, who is in 7th. He's done 4 pit stops and still in 7th place.
I tell you what though, I know I'm looking at the top 5, but Mooney's catching them so quickly on those medium tyres. And I'm surprised Danu has not even got challenge Alex on the hards.
What this race is going to come down to, I reckon, is all the penalties.
Oh,
this is going to come down to penalties.
But it looks like Tom is going to cycle and move on the McLaren. It seems that way.
I'm going to ride on board with Mini here. I'm riding on board with Mini as he catches Danu.
He's catched a second in like one sector.
This could be a very good race for him. If he can get up there to that top pack, get past Danu. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Someone spun.
Spun. Oh,
it's Papa G Smurf.
And my pass has not been taken away from Mini. Oh no.
Well, it was bound to happen, let's face it. It was bound to happen.
I am still proud it's taken this long.
It has taken really quite long, and he's beaten it by quite a bit actually. You know, eight
Yeah,
tenths
and
of a
it's showing it.
second.
He deserves it right now. Now he's getting past Danu. Doesn't really put up much of a fight.
Yeah, when it comes to this sort of pace, is there any point in putting a fight up against him?
Well, it depends what kind of driver you are. I mean, obviously you would like a good scrap no matter what kind of tyres you're on. But I think just this place, I think you decided to let him go.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially,
it's not really worth it. Once you think about it, you're going to be holding this guy up. You're putting yourself in more of a risk of having a crash and just taking yourself out of this race.
yeah, and possibly a race contender as
Oh,
well.
there's a yellow
Well,
flag.
possibly. Oh, who's that? I don't see anyone.
I
Good.
don't see anyone, but there was a yellow flag. I don't know where it was.
As I'm watching this train, Marky's just slowly trying to get away, but the McLaren is holding on to that DRS zone, about 1 second wind.
As Mini has almost got within this 1 second gap. If he can get that 1 second gap, he's got the DRS on that long straight.
He's definitely going to get it because obviously these top four are very
Oh,
close
he's just
together
got a
though. But he's
3 second
getting a
time
3
penalty.
second time penalty.
But how many penalties? Oh, as Mini gets another fastest lap.
1:45.7.
He is pushing the Red Bull to the absolute max here. Now the question is, can he get that
because he's
one?
out of DRS zone, so this is going to be a good run for Tom.
Did Mini get the
Here he comes.
DRS?
He's not putting a fight though.
Mini did not get within the DRS.
But Tom did, and he pulled up a good overtake, and now he's in the second, and hopefully will be challenging Marky for the win.
Oh, I'm seeing a Mikey and a Recon boy in the pits. Does that have something to do with our yellow flags we had earlier?
Possibly. I didn't even realise Mickey came back.
Yeah, well, apparently he must be. They're both. They must have had a
No, he's back
collision.
in AI now on my screen.
I reckon there
But
may
Rick
have been a
Comedy's
collision
not.
between
He's
those
still
two.
racing.
There may have been a collision which brought out those yellow flags we seen earlier.
Possibly so. But Minnie is in that.
Mini, is it within DRS? Now the question is, does he have enough time to get up to first and challenge Markey for the lead? He's got 2 laps.
I don't think so. I don't think so. With 2 laps to go, I think that gap is way too big, especially with the pace he's got.
Well, with the pace he has...
He's probably going to get top 3, 3rd place, no doubt. But it all depends if the top 2 gets fighting, because already there's a second between them, the top 2. So there's no doubt Marky's going to challenge this defence. He's definitely in that he's 3 tenths behind him.
I'm on Tom, but he hasn't got any ERS left. Tom has got no ERS.
But nor has the Ferrari, so they're sitting ducks at the minute. But Marky keeps it for another lap at least.
But Tom is getting ever closer. If he can save up enough ERS, he could get Marky on the straight. Marky is now saving up his ERS. You are breaking up big time here, Michael. You're breaking up big time here, buddy.
Hey.
You're breaking up massively here. Well, it looks like we've lost Michael for a few seconds.
Hello, can you?
It's a little bit better, yeah.
Right. Oh,
nope, you're completely breaking up again. It might just be the internet. As we have a yellow flag on... Who was it? I believe... It was a Red Bull, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was
Can you
Paul.
hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, hello.
Alright, that's good because Tommy's got DRS on the last lap.
Mini has got past up into 4th.
That's good, but is it a bit of a stretch for the McLaren though? Because he's not going to get DRS up the hill.
It's all going to come down to the corners now. Mini has used up his ERS. He's used it all trying to get past. It's all coming down to this now. Tom has got nothing left against Marky. Marky has used all of his ERS up. It's going to be a straight race now between these two.
Yeah, no, he has to go and challenge for it now. He needs to just push him to a mistake any type of possible.
Yeah, Tom needs to push him. If he can't push him, Marky's got this race in the bag.
Yet to see a Mercedes win so far this season. Ferrari has, with the former Ferrari driver, the Ferrari.
Well, we would have seen a Mercedes win, but one of them crashed.
Who hold the fastest lap enormously.
Well, you don't anymore, because that...
got good run
Mini is closing him down.
No, he's lost it!
Oh,
no,
Tom, no,
so
he has lost it.
Let's just give Mini the podium.
But can Mini get a higher podium? It would have to be an extremely late break, but I think he's got...
Well, he's got nothing else, but here comes Marky. Up the checkered flag, fully deserved. Probably his first win of the season, I believe.
Mini almost lost it, and he's gone. At the checkered flag, he's gone.
I tell you what, though, that 3 seconds really cost him.
It did.
He would have had
it
second,
really did.
But nothing was going to stop Marky. He did brilliant.
And it's a good drive from Paul as well, who's had multiple stops, and he's still getting up there in 7th place. As we just wait for Papa G Smurf to come across the line with Race to Your Death.
Yep.
Still in the points. Low points, but they still get points. Yep. As we just wait,
for the Alpha.
And Mikey.
Well, good racing sportsmanship with Recon with you there, just to carry on going.
Yeah, absolutely. You should never give up, even at the later stages.
Don't know. With Daniel's got the... I almost said man of the match there. Driver of the day.
you can give a man of the match if you want.
Oh god, my head's not really with it today.
You call it whatever you want, buddy. Man of the match, there you go. He's got man of the match.
Either way, he was the driver of the day, and I think he's contender for driver of the day, to be honest, even though it was quite a steady race for him.
Yeah.
But from my point of view, if I had the choice, I would give Marky driver of the day.
My choice would definitely be Mini, with that sort of pace he had today.
Yeah, I think he did make the right decision with the medium tyres.
Oh, absolutely.
It's paid off for him. I don't know if you, I don't know if you want to do like the other league, like do an interview or what.
We'll just leave it there. I think it's best if we just leave it there. I think. Right. Well, thank you for joining me halfway through this commentary.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm a privilege to be here or not.
We'll say it's a privilege because it's probably.
Thank you.
It might be a one-time use thing unless Monaco comes around quickly.
Yep, and obviously I'll probably say this now because it's probably news for the league.
Go ahead.
The no-brainer has sort of left this league now for.
Yeah, I did see that. So we definitely have seats available for anyone who wants to join us, and that will. I think that calls it for the Belgium Grand Prix.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for joining us.
Yeah, and just a side note for anyone watching, we do race on Monday nights called FRL League. If you want to join or spectate and see what you like, just let us know and just we'll see what we can do for you. The words came out and they didn't make any sense.
That's fine.
Right there.
And from me and Michael, have a good night.